police officers give their all every day. Some, unfortunately, make the ultimate sacrifice by giving their life. Please join us in honoring those officers who were killed in the line of duty and hear their story. Remember these officers when you pass by the locations where they died. This is a special remembrance to those we have lost during the month of November.
On November 22, 1971, at 12th Street and McDowell Road, a truck pulled in front of motorcycle officer Quincy Haywood, causing a deadly collision. Although responding officers immediately transported him to the hospital, he did not survive. Officer Quincy Clay Haywood, serial number 1451, was 29 years old and had been on the department for 4 years. He was survived by his wife and 2 young sons. We honor his sacrifice.
On November 2, 1973, Officer Hemschmeyer was killed while responding to another officer's call for assistance. Officer Michael D. Hemschmeyer, serial number 1845, was traveling southbound on 19th Avenue when a garbage truck rear-ended a car that had pulled over for the officer's emergency lights. The force of that collision threw this car into the path of Officer Hemschmeyer's patrol car, killing him. Michael was 32 years old and had 4 years on the department. We honor his sacrifice.
Officer John Robertson, serial number 3127, was shot by a robbery suspect on November 17, 1984, while working off-duty at a Phoenix motel located at 1624 North Black Canyon Highway. In the parking lot of the motel, Officer Robertson was questioning this suspect regarding the robbery of 2 truck drivers when the suspect shot him. Officer Robertson died 2 days later from his injuries. John was 31 years old and had been on the department for 8 years. He was survived by his wife and 2 young sons. We honor his sacrifice.
On November 1st, 1999, during a traffic stop in the area of 23rd Avenue and Lone Cactus, Officer Galette Buff lost his life. At this location, Officer Buff contacted 2 suspicious subjects, one of whom was in possession of drugs and wanted on fugitive warrants. One subject ran with Officer Buff in foot pursuit. A struggle ensued, and both the subject and officer fell into the roadway, where they were struck by a semi-truck. Officer Galette A. Buff, serial number 6896, was killed instantly. He was 33 years old and had been on the department for a little over 1 year. He was survived by his wife and 4 small children. We honor his sacrifice.
Officer Paul Salmon, serial number 8256, died on November 29, 2005, as a result of a traffic accident. Officer Salmon was responding to an emergency call of a family fight in the area of 35th Avenue and Baseline when his car skidded out of control, striking a median and pole, rolling several times. Paul was transported to the hospital, but tragically he died 2 days later. He was 22 years old and had just completed his FTO program. He was survived by his parents and fiancé. We honor his sacrifice.
Please join the Phoenix Police Department Honor Guard in remembering these brave individuals and the loved ones they've left behind.